And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I do every day, including Martin Luther King birthday. It is Martin Luther King's birthday. Our dedicated celebration day. His actual day, birthday was last week. But this week, this is the Monday we set aside to do things that are going to help others, inspire others, encourage others in the name of Martin Luther King as we celebrate this year. It's been an amazing year so far in 2026. It's only 3 weeks old, but I tell you, it gets more interesting as the days go on. But welcome to our Touch Base Daily today. And our community board is fixed. I realize that on our community board, in our Touch Base Daily YouTube community board, let me just so you guys know what that is I'm talking about. Well, we have a community board. And you can put photography, text text postings, conversations, engagements, all that stuff there, or anything that's going to help in the community. You know, you want it to be inspirational, inspiring, encouraging, educational, all those things, right? So try to make sure it's always just good to edify the rest of the group. But we do have a YouTube community, and I realized that one of the settings was slightly off. So I was able to click that off, and so now you should be able to do links as well. So you'll be able to link to different let's say they want to link to your event that's happening, if you're in this community and you have something going on, you can post it in this community and let people know, and you can put the link in. So that's what was I made some adjustments there so that way you guys can. Thanks to Kenneth in this community. He was like, hey, I'm trying to post. So he sent me a nice email and he was like, hey, I can't get in, I would like to share in the community. And I said, let me look into it. Let me try to really investigate. And again, that's why it's so important as a community. When something doesn't seem like it's working right, be okay with sending me a DM. Slide. No, we're not using sliding to DM any longer. Just send me a DM and we will be able to connect and get that information out to the rest of the community. Or if I need to make changes or something that's like missing, let me know. Okay. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for doing that. Because now that is fixed. Because I know Gwendolyn was posting. Now she has access. So she has special access. So some of us are accessing the site and could not put links in. And now I found out why. So that is now available to you all, especially if you want to, share some things that you are passionate about. Okay, let's say hello. Let's get some hellos in this morning on this beautiful Martin Luther King Day. It is beautiful here in Teaneck. Someone asked me this weekend. They said, "Ron, do you miss being in your apartment?" And I said, "You know what? I do, but I don't." And that's so weird sometimes to me because now I'm experiencing the suburban life. And it is really cool to be able to go out. This weekend, I went out. Oh, before I go out, we'll talk about the weekend after. Let's say hello. Let's say hello. First person in the building with the gold is the woman who celebrated 100 episodes in her Girl Listen is Miss G.R. Houston Jack. Good morning. And again, if you want to check out Gwendolyn's page, just go to G.R. Houston Jack. And also just check out her Girl Listen. And she celebrated her 100th episode on Friday, and that was really cool. And seeing everyone in the chat sharing and talking, and so it was good as always. And for the silver is Jazzy. Jazzy's in the top. Oh, look at Jazzy. Jazzy says, "Good morning, beautiful people." And next in the building with the bronze is our wonderful Tanya Moore. She says, "Good morning, family. Good morning." Then we got the wonderful I don't know. Oh, hold on a second. I lost my sound for a moment. Um, we have Jazzy. She says, sorry, Omar. That's what I was going to. Omar says, "Happy MLK Day." And then we have the wonderful Antonio Anthony Roland Photography. He says, "Good morning. Happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day." All spelled out. And we have wonderful Lisa in the building. She says, "Good morning, everyone." And we have Bryson. Bryson, aren't you away? Aren't you traveling? He said, "What's up, Ron? What's up, everybody? Happy cruise day. I'm in Miami." So you haven't gotten on the ship yet. Okay. So you're in Miami. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see who else is in here. What's up? What's up? I see all the love. Hey, Divine Wright is in the building. Our poet, our writer. She is in the building. She says, "Good morning, everyone." And she goes, "Finally able to make it to a Touch Base Daily live." It's because you're so busy. You always have activities. You have things going on. You're working. We understand. And it's always a privilege when I see people here. And we have the wonderful Mimi in the building. She says, "Good morning, Ron and RLP/TBD family. So good to see everyone here." Yes, we say happy 100 G. She says 100. And hey, Bryson. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. I see Kelly A is in the building. And Gwendolyn sending her thank you as well. Thank you, Divine Right. We had confetti foolishness. And yes, we got stuck. The thing got stuck. I was like, "Oh no. Let's get it. Let's not let it." I said, "Let's not let it be powder." I was worried for Gwendolyn. But she got it. She did it. She did her thing. She did her thing. And I was worried for you. And she said, Kelly A says, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. So good to see everyone in the building." And yeah, it's Martin Luther King Day here in America. And some other countries do celebrate it, but here in America, it is a holiday, a national holiday, even though they want to try to get rid of it. And the orange stain on America. He is trying to get rid of it. The nerve. He has Parks celebrating his birthday or his day, whatever you want to call it. But we're not going to talk too much about the orange stain today. But there are some clips I want to share with you all. Let me just get in here and just get our Instagrammers in here while they are here. Let's see here. You got to get the Instagrammers. At least I do. I get the Instagrammers in here because some folks that's how they view us is on Instagram. And what did you guys do this weekend? I would like to know. Put it in the comment boxes. What did you do this weekend that made you happy? What made you happy this weekend on this wonderful MLK weekend? It was for a lot of people, it's a 3-day weekend. People are home and relaxing and resting, keeping their peace. That's what's beautiful about this day. I was supposed to go on Saturday to the book release event and gallery showing in the Bronx. I got stuck here in Jersey, so it was snowing, and for here either you take an Uber or you don't get out. So usually I will walk to where the buses are, I should say the vans are, to get me into the city, but sidewalks were not shoveled, and it snowed throughout the day here. And so I got stuck here in Teaneck, and did not get a chance to go out to the book event. But it was packed. I saw the photos from the event, and it was packed. So shout out to the folks at the Bronx event at the Bronx. Let me get back to that. Bronx, what is it called? The Bronx blank Center. Yeah. Okay. My brain is a little slow this morning. I'm a little hungry as well. So, but that's another story. Okay, let me get here. I think I will have these little Instagrammers on. There we go. Let's get them in. Yeah, Instagrammers, you are now in. Instagrammers. So what did you guys do? What did you do? Are any of you gone have any of you gone away for the 3-day weekend? Are you on trips? Are you on a little vacation? Have you taken the kids away or out into the world? What have you done this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Um, Today I began packing to go away. I said this, I've been here a couple of days and now I'm ready to pack and get ready to go to Charlotte. I'll be leaving for Charlotte this week, this Wednesday morning, and it's supposed to be 11 degrees on Wednesday morning. I'm like, no, 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 no. It can't be that cold. It can't be that cold. So anyway, that's what's happening. And let's see. There's more in here. More in here. Kimmy says, snowy weekend, but luckily us grandparents took the grandkids to lunch on Friday. Nice. Yeah, it's been a snowy weekend. And we haven't had in New York City, or this region, we call it the tri-state area, snow 2 days back to back. It snows Saturday and it snows Sunday. We have not seen that in a long time. This feels like a good winter. I'm so happy. Divine says, we also had some good food and cake. Adrian and Nancy had a anniversary cake. So fluffy, so delicious. I had my cake this weekend as well. And let's see here. Happy belated birthday for Divine. It was your okay, yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And hey, Classics is in the building. She says, sat my behind down. Some stillness. She said some stillness this weekend. I hear that. And G says, Mr. Jack and I watch his and hers. Did you like that series? Do y'all want to talk about it? And Gwendolyn, if you want to pop on, you're more than welcome. If anyone wants to pop on, they're more than welcome. Let me change the QR code if you want to scan it. So that way, if you want to pop on, you can. Let me do that. Let me get that QR code for those that want to join the conversation, join the panel. This is a good day. We're just having a time together. This is an easy day. No real format other than we're celebrating Martin Luther King Day. I don't even have a quote for you. I said today is just vacation. We need a little vacation. We take them when we can get them. But yeah, so you can go if you want to come on, you can scan the code. But she says, Mr. Jack and I watch his and hers, and then I drank champagne all week. Love it. I love it, Gwendolyn. I love it. And yeah, we wait a minute, y'all. There is something we need to talk about. Today is a Memorial Day. For all of those who lost in the football games this weekend, it seems that everybody in here that loves a football team, their football team lost. The Texans, I do believe, lost. My Buffalo Bills lost. The San Francisco, they lost. It's like, I said, all of us are coming back to Touch Base Daily with wah, 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 wah. Yes. Did y'all see the football games this weekend? The Buffalo Bill game with the Broncos. I couldn't believe it. Just couldn't believe it. I thought they were gonna win. I thought they were gonna win. I said, New York is still in this. New York is still in this. And it ended. New York ended. Now we have no one. We have no one playing football leading to the Super Bowl. Lisa says, it's National Day of Service, but I'm switching it personally for me to Thursday. Thursday will 42 degrees, which is more doable. It's too cold today. Yes, it is. The snow ruined my plans, said Jassy. And Lisa says, I'm giving out blessings bags to the homeless. Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. What do you got? Anyone else do anything for your MLK Day and giving back to communities? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We got all her birthdays in there. Let me see. No, don't talk about it. Still watching it, y'all. Oh, well, I won't give you the clue about his and hers, but I'm just telling you, you're not going to know. It's not what you think. That's the best way to say it, right, Gwendolyn? It's not what you think. It's not how you think it's going to end. Man, that show was a roller coaster. It was good. I loved his and hers. Okay, here we go. Lisa, I love that. Blessings, Miss. She says, Mimi says, I shared King Day virtual event in the Touch Base Daily group chat. Yes, yes. And for those that don't know, because of these wonderful people in this community, they created a Touch Base Daily group chat. So if you go on Instagram, there's a Touch Daily Daily, there's a Touch Daily, Touch Daily, Touch, oh my gosh, Touch Base Daily group chat. So anyway, I need a drink. Maybe I need a drink, Gwendolyn. I need a drink today. I need a drink this morning. I am still getting my mouth together here. I feel like I got marbles in my mouth today. And oh my God, yes, the games were so good. Wait, who said the games were so good? The games were good. Hey, Photo Ken Arson's in the building. We gave you some adulation this morning. I was saying thanks to you, you were able to help us make our YouTube community better by letting us know that we could not do certain things, and I was able to go back and do research and get it working. So thank you, Photo Ken, for being able to do that and share with us. Lisa says, Jazzy, thank you. It's a little scary because the mental states are varying, but I want to do my part. Okay, let's see here. Jazzy says, all my picks were correct, so I'm cool. I wanted the Texans to win, but I knew they wouldn't. Wow. Doggone. I even took out my Texans shirt. Well, yeah, anyway. I was going to tease Gwendolyn, but my Texan old jersey, George jersey, I was going to wear today. Kimmy Kim says, oh, let me get Kimmy on there. She says, yeah, looks like gonna be some different teams in the Super Bowl. But you know what? I was loving. I thought Seattle was incredible. Seattle, woo! The Seahawks, they came to destroy. If y'all saw that game, man, they came to destroy. And they did. Ooh. We got stomped. Yes, you did. San Francisco got stomped like a rug after a snowstorm. Anyway, Lisa says, I may join you. You can join me if you want to. I see here CJ Lama. Okay, welcome. If you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the like. It helps the algorithms to know that we're here. That's just the way that's the way YouTube works. Okay, so if you want to, oh, what's that? What's 7 dials? Anthony, I don't know what that is. He said it was awesome. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what we did look at this weekend as well. Well, I joined Adrian and Nancy doing it, watching. Then I watched it on my own the next day. I wanted to catch the first part. The Rip on Netflix. Wonderful. Had me totally confused and did not know what the outcome was going to be. I love shows that keep me intrigued in trying to figure out who the bad guys are. And I couldn't figure out who was the bad guys or the bad guy. Anyway, check out The Rip on Netflix. It was so good. Let me see what you guys got going on. And someone started a new chat. I got added, but I got what's about it? Okay, Kimmy. Okay, gotcha. She says the invite. The chat is only available by invite, and it is short term because it is long. It was in celebration of them thanking me, and we had a nice time together. That was so beautiful. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful to throw things over there and kind of like chat with them. It's kind of like the pillars of this community. The pillars of this community. Jazzy says to Gwendolyn, it did make me want to read the book. I feel just like there are some plot holes. Yes. See, Mimi's with me. Seattle looked good. Seattle looked amazing, not just good. Seattle came with the stomping. They came with their stomping boots. They destroyed. Oh, yes, they did. Divine says we need different in the Super Bowl. Yeah. But I love the Seahawks. I really do. She says Ron is blowing it up. Be quiet, Ron. Be quiet. I'm not telling you anything. I haven't told you the plot. I haven't told you the story. I haven't told you the actors. I'm not gonna. No spoiler alerts here. I am not giving you a spoiler alert. No. Is there a code? Okay, let me send it to you. Let me, because you get the automatic email. So let me get that. I can send that right to you. Hold on a second, dude. Hold on, my work wife. Lady G is in the building. Okay, here we go. Let me send that to her right away, really quick. There we go. And there we go. I just sent it to you. Okay. And let's see who else is in the building here. Lisa, I believe Ron started his own Touch Base Daily Chat as well as the one for the Super. No, there's one that's called our Super. On Instagram, we have what's called a Touch Base Daily channel. You could put stuff in there. That's for me to post things that I think I want to just get to you guys without putting out sometimes in the public. And so it's a private channel. So you can join the channel. Everyone can join. Everyone can join the Touch Base Daily channel, and you can stay as long as you act right. But yeah, so that's been around since I started Touch Base Daily. But the chat was started by you guys. Lady Kim started the chat. So that's why it may appear that there are two. Lisa says that was G who says she would join you, not me. You know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't you, Lisa. I know it was I know it was Gwendolyn. I know you are afraid to come up into public spaces. And Omar says $7 is a Game of Thrones spinoff. Shut the front door. There's a Game of Thrones spinoff? Oh, so is it on HBO? I have to check it out. And there's my partner in crime. There she is.
I know. Is this mic plugged in?
Yes, your mic is plugged in. I hear you nice and clear.
Because sometimes I forget.
I love your little is that like a PJ or a hoodie?
It's a onesie.
It looks so cozy.
It is quite cozy. Mr. Jack bought it.
Oh, Mr. Jack.
So it was like 30-something degrees.
Mr. Jack is always looking out for you.
That he is.
He's a good man. Mr. Jack is a good man.
That is.
That's a good man, Savannah.
Yeah, he's
he is a good man, Mr. Jack. That Mr. Jack. You don't know what you're going to get as a gift during the week.
He bought it a few years ago. And when he first got it, I was like, are you serious right now? I got this big pink jumpsuit with like the feet and everything. It's like, really? But it's so cozy. It's like real
It's
nice, cozy lounge wear. So
it's the best.
yeah, he
There's
knows better.
nothing like cozy. It's
Yeah.
nothing like cozy.
Yes.
I see you said you watched well, first of all, before we without telling anything, 'cause I know we got sensitive people in the building. Did you enjoy His and Her?
I loved it.
Oh,
I loved it. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that just wanted to make sure you got that on. I wanted to hear your thoughts about it. I was like, whoa.
Yes.
Near the end, I was like, oh, well, through the whole thing, you're like, oh yeah, that person did it. That person did it. That person did it. Maybe
So
and then now
here's
you
where
get to the
I
end.
was. Now, Mr. Jack figured out who it was by episode 4. I was like, seriously? Me, I was like, well, there's a person who we haven't seen. And like
Yes.
if you watch any kind of show and you're trying to figure out who the person is, you're like, hey, who have we met? Who have we not met? And I thought, it's gotta be this person because we haven't seen her yet. And then I thought, wait a minute. I was like, we did see her. But I will say this, these small town people, it really is everybody knows everybody, and everybody is in everybody's bed. I don't know
Business.
what that's about.
I don't know. I couldn't live in a small town.
Lisa, you don't have to log off. We're not
Yeah,
hearing anything about
Lisa's sensitive. She'll be like,
We're going to talk about how, like, in terms of it being real, the small town aspect, that is true. Because
small towns.
my mother's people, they're from Belleville, Texas.
Mm.
Okay? You may have seen that on the Rock the Country flyer. Yes, it's a real place, Belleville, Texas. Okay, Belleville. 2 stoplights, 1 Chinese restaurant. There's
1 car wash.
There's one car wash. There is this beautiful meat market. Oh man. And then
America.
Then there happens to be a place that sells burgers with Kenkel's name on it. And it's
no.
Oh, I kid you. So I'm not surprised that they're stopping there. But here's what's real. Everybody knows everybody. Right? So people sleeping around is like, seriously? Like,
everybody knows your business. Everyone knows your business in a small town.
The police department knows the people. So when someone rolls up, it's not like they're like, who are you? It really is first name, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, that's real. That part
can't
is
do
real.
it. That's why when you as a stranger come into town, they know you're a stranger.
Yes.
They know.
Yes, they do.
They know you don't belong here.
Yeah. And we'll ask you, who are your people? Right? And they're like, who do you know here?
Like, what brings you into this town? How long are you going to be here? Who do you know here?
Yes. And okay, so for Belleville being Texas, it is small town Texas. If the speed limit says 30, you better go 27. Because they ain't got nothing else to do. Okay?
They need those tickets. They need to write a ticket so they can pay for the whatever.
Yes,
but
nothing else to do.
So you have here also. Let me go here. You have in here. You said I watched the first episode of Starfleet Academy.
Yes. So Paramount, and I know it's Paramount. God bless. And this is what's so funny, if I may. Mm-hmm. Star Trek has been as liberal and as woke since they started way back in the day.
That's why it was written. Is because it was taking woke subjects and putting them into the future so that people can digest it.
Sci-fi has always been the easy way to have those kinds of conversations. But Peanut Head, he out here, and I doubt he's ever watched Star Trek, but Peanut Head is out here all upset over Starfleet Academy. And some other folk, they're like, oh my God, it's entirely too woke. It's like, have you guys ever seen Star Trek? Like, you do know it's like a utopia.
Yes.
Like where have you guys been?
I mean, remember Captain Kirk had the first the first kiss on television with a white man and a black woman.
Right. And everything it talks about, like
every episode.
How war is ridiculous and how this is this and how you're ruining natural resources. All of that has been in Star Trek for years.
Decades.
So
and the spin-offs.
Decades.
And the spin-offs.
So you have those same people. There's a certain sect of sci-fi fans that are just, in my opinion, ignorant. I don't know where they live.
They live.
Everybody looks like them, but these same people are trying to tear down Starfleet Academy the same way they've done other events, like with Disney and Star Wars. Like, there just can't be a black superhero. It's so ridiculous. So,
Oh yeah, remember when they went
yeah,
crazy when the black character was in Star Wars?
yes, yeah,
They lost their mind. Some of these folks
lost
lost
their
their
mind.
mind.
So they're losing it here. I loved this first episode. So Paramount put it out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an hour and 15 minutes. I loved every second. I was like, another Star Trek? Really? But Mr. Jack and I are Trekkies. He's more Trekkie.
I'm a Trekkie. Live long and prosper.
I can't get my fingers to do that. I don't know.
Oh, I can do it just naturally, baby.
I've been practicing and it's not working for me. Yes, Captain Kirk was freaky. You know, Captain Kirk stays in people's skirts. He stayed in the skirts.
Captain Kirk was a whore.
He was whore-ish. No, yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Captain Kirk was a whore.
Oh my God. Wasn't there an episode? Who is that one? Who's the guy? He was with Picard. He was Picard's number one. The guy with the beard.
What's his name? Guys.
I can't think of his name.
With the black hair and tall guy. What was his name?
All of a sudden, I can't think of his name. Striker? Was it Striker? Was it Striker?
I think.
He was trying to get with like a non-binary being, right? So Star Trek has been doing some things for the longest time. And I was just like, where have you guys been? Like, are you serious? Like, have you guys seen how they have hooked up with people?
Yeah,
in all kinds of.
Remember when Kirk was Captain Kirk was dating the doctor, and the whole thing with the whole relationship that they had that was like on and off?
Yes.
They had an on and off relationship when the doctor was a female.
Yes.
I mean, she was technically she was his the assistant.
She was his assistant.
Yeah, she was his assistant.
She was his assistant. Yeah, so I was. It baffles me how there is a certain section of sci-fi fans who are just, I'm gonna say, ridiculous. It's science fiction, people.
Yes,
it's science fiction. But if you are a real Trekkie, if you're like a semi-Trekkie, you already know they have the most liberal stories. So I was surprised that Paramount jumped on it, and I was like, how does that work? Because
I think that was in the workings before they got taken over.
More open-minded than Star Trek.
But it may have been they may have already signed the contracts before they were taken over by the right wing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if that's the case, of course, again, there are some people who are calling for different writers. You can call it what you want to call. Like there are so many episodes. You got Discovery, you have Picard, you have what
Janeway. Remember Janeway?
Deep
Space Nine, the first black Deep Space Nine. Oh, he was the captain of that. And then you had some admirals that were black.
We have spanned the gamut. If you look at sci-fi is the one way. Sci-fi and Afrofuturism is how we talk about a lot of social issues, because humans, his version of humans,
Commander Riker,
so simple.
Gwendolyn?
Yes, I saw that. Yes, Commander Riker.
Okay, got it.
Yes. We have to use science fiction to have these adult conversations. That says enough there. But I love Starfleet Academy.
I love Janeway.
I'm all in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to check it out now that I can look at Paramount.
Well, I will say this too. What's that one? Lower Deck. Lower Deck.
What's Lower Deck?
It's the cartoon of Star Trek, and it is it stays now. They just finished their season last year, but it's so off the chain. I mean, when I say off the chain, the stuff that was going on, think Adult Swim plus Star Trek. Wow. So yes, Lower Deck.
Could we deviate just a little bit? Have y'all seen this cartoon? It's like a Japanese, or maybe it's Korean. I think it's Korean animation on Netflix. and they sing songs and the demons, and they're trying
What,
to get the
K-pop
demon.
demon hunters?
Yes, yes. I
Where
finally
have you
looked at
been?
it.
Where have you
I
been?
looked at it when I was for Thanksgiving, when I was in with Nia and them, and they were like, "Ron, check it out. You would love it." We were singing the songs and singing. I'm like, this is crazy. Well, anyway, I do believe the group that was behind the three girls in
Yeah.
the show they're up for a Grammy.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I think they're up for a Grammy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And they performed on Jimmy Kimmel last week. I think it was Friday night or Thursday night. I was like, I like the harder.
I can't believe you. Okay, so you just now saw them?
No, I saw them on Thanksgiving.
Okay, so that's not like so
yeah.
November. Okay.
2 months ago. 2 months ago.
Okay.
But I was excited that they got, I think they're part of the Grammy listing, and I saw them on Jimmy Kimmel last week. So that's what reminded me of them again.
Well, they were in theaters for like a short run.
Oh,
Yeah.
did not know
Yeah.
this. I'm not I'm not a cartoon type of guy, but
So you're not into anime?
no, not really.
Oh my God, man. You
However, I do like the ones
Blue
that I
Eye
do like.
Samurai? Whoa.
Oh, you're the one that put me onto this other one that was, and I didn't get a chance to really look at it.
Which one?
You put me onto, what was that one you were talking about? Oh my gosh. It had I was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was so, I did watch the first episode and liked it, but I just never had a chance to go back to
Oh, the Dragon Prince.
Yes.
Dragon Prince had me hooked.
Dr. Tachi says, I love anime.
Yes.
Really? Omar says, you're hilarious. Golden Globe, K-pop. Okay, yeah. There we go.
K-pop.
Yep, K-pop. And let's see here. Yay, she go, yay, shout, shoot. They were in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I mean, the songs are so catchy. I said that. I couldn't believe I was like singing these songs. I'm in the kitchen like,
oh my God.
I felt like a kid. I was in the kitchen, and Nia and Membo, because Membo is Korean. So Nia was like, Ron, you gotta really check this out. I think you'll like it. And I was like, oh, let me see. And next thing you know, I'm in the house singing these songs, and then they stay in your head. You can't get them out.
What?
Perfect. I call that great animation, when you can capture someone that doesn't really like follow, anime, but I was hooked. I was hooked on the whole demon chasing and all the other stuff. It was great. So
it had a great storyline too. Had a really good storyline. Really good storyline. I am very much like Anthony. Like, we've been into anime for a very long time. If you think about like all that we have watched as kids and everything, but if you have not seen Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix,
yeah, I said K-pop Demon Hunters is sweeping everything, says Bryson, and he knows. And what's the other ones? Okay, you just said that for Anthony. And it's the singing for me today. I wish I knew the words.
We're good for a tune, Serena. We are good for a tune.
We are good. So that was it. So that's why I did this. It felt so good I'm glad that I'm reaching a new level in the way I'm experiencing life, as in, I used to be a news junkie, and I used to be addicted to information and news all day. My TV would be going, and it's always news. I mean, like you see back there. And I'm usually looking at sources of what's going on around the world. But I have to tell you, this weekend and all of the holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, Christmas holiday, New Year's, Martin Luther King, this weekend, I have pulled away and just been enjoying television, movies, time with family, hanging out, laughing, football games. I mean, how often do I sit down and watch a good football? I mean,
We
Adrian
can
and I
talk
were
about the
sitting down.
football games.
We were. I mean, I had some invested interest in the Bills winning, and that was a hard fought game, and I was
All
like,
right.
I was all in it.
If we may.
If you may,
I was rooting for the Bills as well. For my own selfish reasons. I don't really care for the Bills, but I was rooting for them. But they do what they normally do. They disappoint at this level. Like, I don't know how many times, and people like to, I mean, it's awful, but they like to put everything on the back of the quarterback.
Yes.
But Josh Allen, they have compared him to Mahomes 1,000 times. He is not a Patrick Mahomes. He is not.
No.
And I think it's like what 0-7 that they have come, and then they very first, and then it's over. It's like, okay, yeah. So I don't know why they keep speaking about him like he's amazing. I mean, he's good. Is he good? He's good, but he's not like Mahomes. He's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like that at all. So I was like, they had one job. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Broncos, they are the truth. So I mean, I'd already said it last week that I would be afraid if the Texans follow through, but that's another discussion. We can go to that one next.
The Texans were like, I mean, it was a good game though. It wasn't bad.
It was a good game. I am just disappointed. I don't know what happened. But okay, take it back. I do know, because the Houston Texans offensive line has been janky all year. It's just been awful. It's been non-existent. And yes, our quarterback has some issues, but it's also hard to do your job when there's no one who's blocking for you. Like, you need an O-line to like keep people back. If you can't do that, then you get hit a lot. And so, but his performance is one thing, but like our O-line has been janky all year, and we kind of got it tightened up, and then it was just. So I was like, what in all of God's great name is happening right now? Like, how do you throw that many interceptions?
Well, but the whole thing. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say about the San Francisco game though. I was like, I could just eat and hang out around the house after. Like, Seattle came out the gate. I mean, touchdown.
Dude.
And it just kept going. It just kept going. It was like someone taking a hammer and just kept beating the nail into the ground.
They was wrecking shop all year. So I'm not surprised by who's where they are. I'm not surprised by that, right? So no, nothing there. But the Bears, dude. Now I thought, I mean, people had counted out the Bears. They really did. But that was a game to watch. Truly it was, because I was like, wow, how is it that, it's 10, what was it, like 10-17? 10-17? And it was maybe like 30 something seconds left, and Caleb Williams is running, and then he throws this amazing pass. I was like, holy snipey. I was like, are we going to overtime?
Mimi says she had hope for the Bears.
Right? Yes.
She had hope for the Bears.
Yes. That was the game to watch.
Yeah.
That was the game to watch. I was like, oh my God. Yes. I can't believe
this was a good weekend for sports. It really was a great weekend for football.
It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out for any of them. But if I may talk about what's his name? The May kid on the Pats. He's just as young and had just as many mistakes. So the fact that they got what they got with so many turnovers on both sides of offense, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But it was a battle of the defenses. It really was, the Pats and Texans game. But
Anthony said the 49ers were on borrowed time. Their team was depleted with injuries. They had people who were on the practice squad who got called up for the playoffs.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's the deal. Sometimes for those who want to win, it's about being healthy at the right time.
I really wanted the Bills to win. I was like, please.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, the Buffalo Bills? Yes, the Buffalo Bills I wanted to win. New York. I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah,
They are the original New York team.
I
I mean,
suppose.
they're actually connected to to New York. They're in
I
New York.
understand that. I know where
The
they are.
Giants, I love the Giants and I love the Jets, but they're not technically playing in New York.
Well, Dallas plays in Arlington, so.
Yeah. So what else are we talking about today? So that was one definitely I wanted to talk about with the sports. And also we talked about the anime and all that stuff. That was I'm learning a lot about anime. I am going to dive into that, but there's also what else happened this weekend? Oh, so Kimmy brought it up. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy says, she goes, I loved your snow walk, Ron, and the pics. Let me tell you, this new suburban life is just blowing my mind. So there's a golf course literally 3 blocks down. And every time it snows, I go to the golf course. That's probably the only time I go to the golf course. So when it snows, and it becomes a winter wonderland. Everything is covered with snow. There are no people. It's just, I'm the only person in acres of land. And so I was going to go the opposite direction and photograph people in the city, the town, and all that stuff. But then I said, Adrian came with us a good point. He says, no, you didn't check out the other area of the golf course. Because last time I was further in and went to see there are so many geese when it snows. I mean, there has to, totally in the whole, they got about 1,000 of them. And they're everywhere. So I went to the other section this time around, and I saw this amazing red fox. The fox was having a good time on his own. He was in the snow, flipping and dancing in the snow and hopping and all that stuff. I was like, doggone it, this is like a winter wonderland. So then I see these birds in the tree. And I'm like, those birds are pretty big. And then I was like, I think those are eagles. Now, I have not taken a photo of an eagle since I was in Alaska. And that was in 2014. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are eagles. But I knew one was an eagle because you could see the neck and the face. Yeah. But the other two, I couldn't figure out. I didn't know. I knew they were huge, but I didn't know they were also eagles. Next thing you know, because I'm using my mega glasses and I'm sharing my footage now. Mm-hmm. And as I'm talking, she gets out of her nest. She gets off the branch, and her wings just pop out, and she just go woof, 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 and I'm just clicking away. And I said, did y'all see that? Did you see that? Did you see that eagle? Well, I got some really good photos, and I was like, whoa, not bad for amateur. I mean, I'm not a wildlife photographer. So I was like, this is really good. And I mean, you can see the little legs, you can see the head. So then I was to verify, I had to go to my Google Assist, and I went to Google and put the picture in the Google, and Google said, yes, this is a bald eagle. And then obviously Adrian had to go even further. He says, oh, by the judgment of the how white it was and the colors, it was 1.5 years old around. So I had the greatest time out in these suburban streets.
He's like, there's wildlife out here.
There's wildlife. And so
the raccoons.
It was so calming. And I spent about 3 hours out there. And as I came home, the sun was setting, and I went live and was sharing just me. I just started talking, and I just started sharing and felt the need to encourage people to just keep going and living, and so man, it's just so good to just be out and about and just do things that are just relaxing. And again, this is my new life. I am enjoying the new life of just stepping back. The world will always be moving on or in action.
Yeah.
If we take time to step away from it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, even a month, it will still be here when we get back.
Well, it reminds me of a chat I had with Lisa. I'm not going to share it all because it's not always family friendly. Who knows? I might change my mind on that. But we talked about being intentional.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of people who speak about living with intention. And there are ways to do that. Like, you don't have to wait for some magical moment. You don't have to wait for a loved one or a friend to transcend.
Mhm.
You can do it right now. You can do it right now. It's a choice. These are choices.
Yeah.
We all have these choices where we decide to put our energy. It's a choice.
And Kimmy says, Ron, on my ring cam neighborhood watch, the people were talking about seeing a fox in this urban neighborhood, like 1 mile from me.
We
Man.
got coyotes out right now.
Oh yeah, there was a coyote found in
Coyote.
in Central Park. I think it was last week or something. I was
Yes.
like, the wildlife is coming back. Well, they don't have anywhere to go because their worlds are being chopped down.
So when you see a couple of bobcats and bears and coyotes snatching up your dogs, you know
Yes.
why. It's like you in my backyard.
You are in my backyard.
Like,
That's
I
what
don't
they
know
were.
who told you you have all of this.
Yes. But you know what's interesting about, and I was talking to some family members, and they were saying that that the deer here are so sensitive, so they can hear you from. I mean, the hearing of animals is one thing blows my mind because they can hear for such distances. And I had just pretty much entered into the golf course area, and as my feet were crunching the snow, I saw the deer. I was trying to catch the deer, trying to photograph the deer, and all of their heads went bump, and they looked, and then they shot off, and they ran off into the side, and I was like, "Don't leave me! Don't leave!" So I am like, yeah, I love wildlife. I love our wildlife. Oh, speaking of wildlife and disappearance of lands, how many have you seen the National Geographic Pole to Pole with Will Smith? Has anyone seen it yet? Well, I saw the whole series yesterday. I binge watched it yesterday. And sometimes I'll say, okay, Will Smith, what is he trying to do now? I have to tell you, this show is worth watching. He goes to the South Pole, and then he goes to the North Pole, and then there's other places in between. I'll let you figure it all out. But each one of these segments, one is he produced it, and I think he produced it, he narrated and produced it, says I think in the credits or something. I'm not sure if he financed it. I know National Geographic took it on took the project. It is so well done. And the information, the interviews and the experts in their fields that he connects with about climate change, about the rainforest, about the Arctics, and it's worth, if you want to know about the earth and learn some new things, it's worth it. And I am glad that he took this route after his fiasco, and he had his meltdown kind of like moment.
Is it really a meltdown though?
Yeah, he explains a lot of his actions in this series as well, and I love how they entwine. At first, I was like, maybe it could be a little bit preachy, maybe about him being, but then I was like, but I get it. I get that they were kind of like sharing his pathway to try to find happiness in a lot of ways. So it was interesting. The series itself is excellent. Some of the little personal things I would, maybe could have done without, but the overall blanket of it was absolutely wonderful.
Well, here's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
I'll put it on my list to watch. But when we say fiasco, if I have to, okay, I'm fairly honest. I have some discernment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I am certain for all of us watching, there has been more than a dozen of moments where we want to get up and slap a bitch. I know that. I mean, like, let's just be honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are people that we have worked with. There are people that we have as neighbors. It could be family members. You know, there are some folks you just really want to punch them in their throat. And I thought to myself, looking back at it, do we promote violence? No, but we're humans. Humans are extremely violent animals. The
Yes,
worst.
they are. Humans are vicious.
The worst. We are the worst. I'm thinking, you know what? If it was me, would I have done it? Probably. I probably would have done it too. I probably would have popped somebody. Yes, I'm not. I'm not, so I get that it's a national stage and you should never put your hands on people. I understand that. But if you know who you are, and I know who I am, I know who I am. I know. I know. To do it with millions watching, you're like, really? I get it. Time and place. But would it be different if it was at a family place or at a restaurant? It's still out in public, right? It's just out in public. And I get it. I get it. Is it awful to see? It's awful to see.
It was awful.
But it's also very human. It is very human and it's very real. And when I sit back and look at it now, it is extremely, I'm going to say on that regard, extremely preachy, and also it's a little fake. I'm honest about me and my foolishness. My boss will tell you that I went to her a number of times talking about punching people. She's like, when but I know who I am, and I recognize that part of me, which if I'm doing something and I go silent, that is me doing the calculations for it. If I was to hit this bitch, can I get away with not being charged with assault? I'm just asking.
Let me tell you, Gwendolyn is being real, because we've had lots of these conversations about people and situations, and then I trace it back to her auntie or her grandma.
Granny had that razor.
Granny had the razor,
slicing off dudes' nipples and things. She was like,
it runs in Gwendolyn's family.
It runs in the family.
I was like, don't get on the wrong side. She will take you down. She'll be channeling grandma. But
think about it. Okay, so think about it. Like we tell people to be real,
yes,
but we don't give people a space to actualize their emotions.
Yes.
Right. And so some people are out here like teapots. They're about to blow.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are men, right? But we don't give people a space to just go through their emotions. I had a coworker who had a damn it doll. And so when she was getting to that point, she would take that doll, and the doll says that you were supposed to pound me on a surface to get out the frustration. Like, there's reasons why we have certain activities like throwing axes. Is that a Texas thing? I don't think so.
No, we got it in New York. I mean, Texas
throwing. Yeah, like you want a place.
Bars in New York.
Yes. You want a place to go through your emotions, and we don't give people that space.
Yes.
We don't give ourselves that space, because God forbid if you were to cuss somebody out, slap a bitch, do something. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe. Heifer, you do it too. Like, let's be real. There are so many emotions that we have as humans. When we talk about gentle parenting, do I want to scream at my niece and nephew? No, I have to probably be like, okay, how do I say this without, one, I don't want to cuss them out because that ain't right. But I have to get in the right mindset to be like, son, I need you to put that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's asking for a lot. Yes. Kickboxing. Thank you, Serena. That's another one. People do stuff to put it somewhere. Like, you got to put that energy somewhere.
Well, so, that's why men play. Well, not men, but that's why sports are there. Sports is another way of getting out those, when you're playing, especially football and rugby, those sports require intensity. And a lot of people have like intense buildup of their daily lives, and they find that sports is a thing that really allows them to just get it all out.
I see Anthony says rage rooms. Yeah. So I don't want to be that person who judges something. Okay, so really quick. Has anybody seen the video with the two young, I guess they're like middle school basketball players, and they're tussling, and he ends up pushing this one kid. Now the one kid happens to be Caucasian. And so it looks like the Caucasian boy's father comes out of the crowd and grabs this little black boy.
No.
Okay. Literally grabs, kind of shakes him. And so the coach comes over, grabs the kid, and all of a sudden, it looks like the little black boy father comes out and just straight like rams this guy into the wall, body slams him. And I was like, oh. Now, of course, the crowd's like, oh my God, I can't believe. Here's the deal. One, don't touch somebody else's kid. That's one. Okay. But if it was me, if that was my kid on the court or at some sports and some adult manhandles my kid, oh, we throwing bows. Like, that's real.
I can see it.
That father's reaction, that is real. You are
That's real.
my child. I am going to now body slam you. Is it right? No, but let's be honest. A lot of us think that way. I mean, consider me violent, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Gwendolyn be killing me, boy. I be like, yeah, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn's truly my inner voice.
I'm just trying to tell you. Just saying.
My inner voice of anger.
But I mean, let's just we are truly quick to judge.
Yes.
About what's appropriate behavior, and I'm kind of sick of the word appropriate, just a little bit, because it's like
what's appropriate to who,
to who,
and when, and when.
You know, it's like, well, that's not professional. Well, how are you defining professional?
Yeah.
Because if we're working in, say, an IBM office where everyone's doing the blue suit, whatever, because that's their dress code, then that works. But if you're working, like I worked at Donna Karen, look, we were just wearing some stuff because that's the environment. So, like, how do you define appropriate? Okay, yes, you should not touch people, but don't touch somebody's kid either, because you're gonna get manhandled.
You touch someone's kid. I mean, shoot, I've seen parents go off for less. I mean, just saying, if you tell a parent just something negative about their kid, like just say, you should control your daughter. You're in a public arena, public space, man, that could get you into some trouble. Yeah. I mean, there's a way and place, but
So, like, if my grandchild was playing around the escalator and someone said, "Oh, don't do that," I wouldn't be upset because that's safety. Yes. But if my grandchild is looking at something and then some adult comes up and says something to them that is not in my world appropriate, like, well, you shouldn't touch that. You need to mind your business. Like, mind your kid. Don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it really does depend.
It depends. You have to weigh the environment, the situation, who the person is. I mean, because some folks in some places where kids get corrected by neighbors. If someone sees Sally Macy's, Billy Bob's boy doing something wrong, they may say something, and it's okay in that town because they're all friends and family.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you are. I always say, if you don't know the environment, or as I like to always say, if you have not read the room to understand the dynamics of the room, it's best to not say anything at all until you get some education. So, Kimmy says, you got to be careful in these days and age with all the weapons out there now. Lisa says, I have gone off of saying something slick to my son. Then what folks say, a lot of passive aggressive slicks to our black chittering school hours. Nice. And she says, that's why, oops, let me click on that. So that's why it's important to have a conversational relationship with your children so they will tell you what Whitey said to them.
Can I add on to that real quick?
Yes.
Because I understand that part, but it can be just as detrimental because there are
Mhm.
some Black folks who like to police other people's Blackness,
Yes.
right? Like that is so much there too. That, oh my God, I
Mm.
can't believe she's wearing that. I can't believe she looks like this. I can't believe, oh, that's so ghetto, or that's so, like, cut that out. I don't need you policing my Blackness, right? Like, let's not do that. And so it goes both ways. It depends on the delivery and the message. If we're talking safety, like please get out the street, then that makes sense. If you want to now police my kid, that I don't need that, because I don't
Well,
need it for me. So
I
yeah.
have a couple of things I just wanted to share just and then we're gonna get out of here. But this is something that is going around on Instagram that I thought was very important that I would share it with you guys, especially those that are thinking about traveling this year. And I thought this was really interesting. I did not know this information, but it is now making its way in the ecosystem. So let me bring that up to you guys. And here we go. Let's see. Share the screen. See, Gwendolyn. I do this. I do the same thing. Oops, sound.
The New York Times found that this arrest and others was a result of this new, quiet partnership between TSA and ICE. I only came to realize that this partnership existed when I began to investigate the arrest of a 19-year-old student who was picked up at Boston Logan Airport, and I found that her arrest was as a result of this quiet program. So, how is TSA helping ICE? How effective has it been? And how is this affecting travelers? So DHS said that ICE is sending a list of individuals with deportation orders, people that they want to find and arrest, to the TSA. TSA is then using that list to see if any of those people are flying on a given day. If they are, that information is forwarded to ICE. And from there, they can find them, arrest them, and then quickly deport them. This information is easily shared because ICE and TSA both fall under the same agency, the Department of Homeland Security. So how effective has this been? We do not know the wider scale of this partnership. We spoke with a former ICE official who said that in one region in the United States, they had about 100 to 200 leads over the summer. They were able to arrest around 75% of those individuals. If ICE is getting several leads a day across the United States, the impact could be widespread. Now, how does this affect travelers? So passengers should be aware that these arrests can more often happen as they are traveling in United States airports across the country. The Department of Homeland Security told me recently that the only time somebody who's in the country illegally should be flying is when they're flying home. This ICE arrest happened at Salt Lake City Airport.
I mean, did you guys see this? I mean, I was shocked. I was shocked. This came out in looks like December 20th, and now, but it's also making its rounds. It's making its rounds, and people are. Do you guys know about this? Just curious.
Well, that young lady is, I think she's still in Honduras. She was not supposed to be deported, but they did it anyway.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, so that's something to be aware of. I just wanted to bring it to your attention for all the travelers in the room. If you're going to travel, I mean, we American citizens, we should be good, but in this day and age, anything's possible because American citizens have been deported, and some American citizens have been held in detentions, and so we just have to beware. So let's just make sure that we are doing that as we head out into these. As we go into 2026 and travel.
If I may, can we bring up Cass's question where she asked about any MLK memories or events, joyful experiences?
Yes, let's do that. Mm-hmm.
I agree with Cass. Like, I'm like a lot of you guys. I know what's going on. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
But we are still human and we are still here. And you can still be aware and still walk in joy. That's
right.
For him. So you have any memories or any events going on for MLK Day? This is the day of service. I know Lisa said that she's going to do hers later on this week because it's too cold for her right now. I'm back with the babies on Wednesday. I'm back
You're
as a
back
reading
with your
partner. I get
babies.
my
You're back
new
with your
babies this
babies.
week. We are going to get back to reading and doing all the social skills things. Hopefully I don't get sick because they're all Petri dishes. But
Yes,
I'm
they
excited
are.
to,
Yes, children are germ carriers.
excited to serve my community. Cannot wait for field day later on in the spring.
Yes, yes.
So that is what I am going to do. Maybe they'll teach me some new dances. I don't know. The fifth graders, that is. Because the babies don't do that necessarily.
Today, you know what I like to do on MLK Day? I mean, obviously I do this, I'm here and I'm sharing stuff. But I like to also do like go through footage to remind me of the words of Dr. Martin Luther King. I like to go through some of the videos, the tracks from the past. It always helps to I always call it recenter me.
Yes.
And so that's what I'll end up doing later on. I had some one that I think we should close out on. I set up for today for Martin Luther King. So we'll do that. And but yeah, I agree. I think this is the day. This is a beautiful day. And I'm watching also at the same time over at Don Lemon's page. He's broadcasting from Chicago. There's all kinds of celebrations going on right now in Chicago. So yeah, but this is Martin Luther King's birthday. And let me get you to that one footage that Bernice King set out. Let me see if I got that up here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let me just put this on the screen, which is I set up for us to close out with. And here we go. Right there. See, I'm a little bit organized, somewhat organized. Here we go. Here we go.
Capacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. I believe that what self-centered men have torn down, men other-centered can build up. I still believe that we shall overcome. This faith can give us courage to face the uncertainties of the future. It will give our tired feet new strength as we continue our forward stride toward the city of freedom. When our days become dreary with low hovering clouds, and our nights become darker than 1,000 midnights, we will know that we are living in the creative turmoil of a genuine civilization, struggling to be born. I have the audacity to.
I have an audacity. I love that speech. And so on this day is Martin Luther King Day. And as we go out and enjoy this day and spend it with friends and family, and just remember, just have the audacity to live and to do the things that we are called to do, and use your platform to bless people, to encourage people. Use your words, use your energy, use your mind, use your thoughts to be a blessing. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. People connecting with people and making the world a better place. Gwendolyn?
I have nothing else to say. That was it.
Okay, guys. So I'm not going to do any of the ads, anything. I'm just wanting to say, have a great Martin Luther King birthday celebration. Get out there, do something of service. See you back here tomorrow. Love you. Thank you, Gwendolyn, for popping on. Love you.